Hey guys, Paul Lynn here, talking to you today about living well, giving you one of those philosophies that if you can get this, if you can comprehend it, if you can get it into that thick skull of yours, meditate on it a little bit to the point that you own it, make this a part of your daily life and thought process, you know what? It's only gonna help you, make you bigger, stronger, faster, more successful, happier, richer. It's going to do you good. The thing today that's on my mind to share with you is this. You get what you accept. All right? You get what you accept. Think about that for a second. You get what you accept. Now, this is kind of one of those things that's sort of like taking charge of your life, but it goes a little bit deeper than that. It's a little more specific than that. You get what you accept. When I come up to you on the street and I try to give you some crap and I try to give you a hard time, what do? Do you accept it? Do you take it? Do you listen to me? Do you pay me any attention at all? Or do you just walk away from me? Or do you tell me to piss off and leave? Right? Now, in that situation, somebody comes up to you on the street and they're telling you something you're not trying to hear. I'm not talking about constructive criticism from a friend or something. I'm talking about some jackass you don't even know who's coming up to you and just running his mouth and saying something that is non-value added. It is not good advice. It's not anything that you're trying to hear. It's not going to put a single dollar in your pocket. Okay? What do you do with that kind of person? According to the dictates of society and the social paradigm in which we live, it's rude to ignore somebody. It's rude to tell somebody, fuck off, buddy, I don't like what you're saying. It's rude to just walk away and say, you know what, I don't have time for your bullshit. And because we don't want to be rude people, we want to be good people in the eyes of society. We oftentimes sit there and listen and entertain voices that we should not be entertaining. And we listen to that person on the street and we let them run their mouth, and really what they're doing is just shitting in our ears, right? They're really just putting crap inside of our heads that I don't want to hear it. You don't want to hear it. But society says we're supposed to listen. Society says it's not good to be rude. Even if it's a rude person, you shouldn't be rude to them, right? So we listen and we take it and we walk away like a dumpster with our head full of the crap that this person just put in us. We are accepting what this person is saying, even if we don't agree with it, even if we don't like it, even if we don't act on it. That person is talking to us and feeding us something we don't like, and we are standing there accepting it because we're supposed to. You get what you accept. You get somebody shitting in your ear because you accept somebody shitting in your ear. All right? Think about that. If somebody comes up to you on the street and they're saying something to you that you don't like, don't accept it. Reject it. Walk away from it. End the conversation. Make an excuse if you don't want to be rude, or just say, I don't like what you're saying. I'm done with this conversation, and walk away. Don't accept something you don't want. Somebody that you barely even know is coming up to you and trying to borrow money from you because they've got some scheme and some investment and some opportunity and some crisis and whatever. You don't know this person. This person isn't your friend. This person doesn't really like you, but they know you've got a jingle in your pocket when you walk, so they're coming at you with their hand out, trying to put their hand in your pocket and take your money. You don't need to sit there and entertain the story. You don't need to listen. End the conversation. Yup, I see where you're going. I'm not loaning you any money. But this and you have this and I need, okay, I don't care. The reason I have money is because I don't loan people money that I don't want to loan people money. The reason you're here trying to borrow money is because you don't know how to take care of money. You don't know how to manage money. You need something from me because you don't know how to manage your own and you've lost it all. You've got nothing. And now you're trying to get mine so you can mismanage it and lose it as well. No, I don't accept that. I don't care that you know somebody, and I don't care that we go way back. We're not friends anymore anyway. No, I'm not loaning you any money. I don't accept that. You see what I'm saying? When somebody's coming at you, don't accept it. If it's not something you're trying to hear, if it's not something that's going to benefit you or enrich your life, or at least provide some damn entertainment value, right? Don't accept it. You're at work, okay? Another scenario. You're at work and they're not giving you the money that they promised you. You should have been promoted by now and you didn't get it. You got passed up. And do you feel that it was unfair? They didn't promote somebody else who was more qualified than you. They promoted somebody else who kissed more ass than you, right? Well, but Paul, it's my job and that's my boss. I have to accept it. No, you don't have to accept it. You can leave. You can start looking for a better opportunity. You know what? There are 8 billion people in the world, and we've divided ourselves into about 200 different countries where we all live. And in each of those 200 countries, we've got some thousands of different companies, and we've got hundreds of different industries. You know what? There are opportunities out there for you and for me and for that guy over there. I don't care who. You are not stuck. If you think you're stuck, it's because you have accepted being stuck. Do you get it? This thing's big. You're at your job and your boss is crapping on you. And the company's not paying you. Every day that you're there and getting treated this way, it's because you accept it, right? If you don't accept it, then go get something else. Start looking today. You say, oh, I'm not happy where I'm at. Don't whine. Don't bitch about it. Don't call your mama and cry on the phone. Polish up your resume. Start sending it out. Reach out to some people. Send them some emails. Find a better opportunity where they're going to treat you better and more commensurate with your skills and your experience and your talents. Don't accept being underappreciated. Don't accept being mistreated, right? Do you see what I'm saying? You're in a relationship. You're in love, or at least maybe you were in love once upon a time, and maybe some of that's fizzled out. Anyway, you're in a relationship that's not everything you want. Do you accept that? Or do you reject that? If you've got it, if you're living in it, It's because you're accepting it right now. If you don't accept it, then take steps to either fix it or replace it, right? Because that's what we do with things in life that aren't working the way they should. We either fix them or we replace them. I'm not advocating for one thing or the other in your situation or mine or in anybody's. All I'm saying is anything in your life that you don't accept, you need to either fix it or replace it. Back to that relationship. It's not working out great for you. Try to fix it. Talk to your significant other. Express yourself. Communicate. Don't be afraid to open your mouth and speak truth. All right? Honey, I'm a little bit down about our relationship. I love you. I love that we're together. I've loved all the time we've been together. But I think we're off track on a couple of things. And I want to talk to you and tell you how I feel and see how you feel and to see if we can work on it together and make things even better. Because I want us to succeed as a couple. I'm not being mean. I'm not being aggressive. I'm trying to fix the problem. I'm extending a bridge to my significant other. And you know what? Our relationship isn't fulfilling the way that it should be. Let's work together. Let's fix it. I'm going to tell you some things I'm not happy with. Please, you tell me some things you don't like. And let's cooperate. Let's collaborate. Let's work together like a team, like a union, like partners in this thing. And let's get it back to where it should be. Let's make it better than ever. But on the other hand, you come at your significant other with this offer, with this approach, and, well, that's not how it's received. You're just this, and you're just that, and you want this, and you won't do that, and they won't even engage you. They won't even talk to you. You know what? Replace it. Get rid of the relationship. I don't care if it's a friend or a lover or a spouse. Hell, I don't care if it's a parent or a sibling. They're all relationships and they're all replaceable. You know it? If you've got a bad relationship, if you've got a friend who you're not really even sure qualifies as a friend, half the time they act more like an enemy or an adversary. If you've got a parent who just brings you down and drags at you and attacks you and, doesn't support you, and you know what? Doesn't matter that we share some chromosomes. Doesn't matter that I'm the offspring of your genetic material. That's all fine and good, but you've long since stopped performing in the capacity that nature awarded you. You're not acting like a parent anymore, and therefore, I don't need this relationship. I've tried to fix it. You're not into that. That's cool. But it's time we go our separate ways. And whatever those things are that I wanted from this relationship, I'm going to find those elsewhere. Maybe I can't replace a father. This other person will never be my actual father because we don't have the same blood coursing through our veins. To hell with that. Who cares about that? All right? If we're talking about a relationship, if I need blood, I'll go to the blood bank. If I need a relationship, I'll find a person. I'm not worried about blood. I'm worried about needs. It's a transactional thing. You see what I'm saying? if in a relationship things aren't working, try to fix it if it's worth fixing. And if it's not worth fixing, I'm asking you to think about not accepting it. Say enough is enough and move on. Fix it or replace it, but don't accept it if it's broken. All right? It's no different, and this is going to sound cold and harsh, but a person in your life is no different from a laptop that you bought on Amazon. If that laptop shows up at your house and it's broken, are you really going to think about, well, maybe I should just keep this broken laptop I spent $6,000 on? Or are you going to send it back and say, hey guys, send me one that works, send me one that's in perfect condition, or send me my damn money back because I worked hard for that? Relationships are no different. Relationships cost you resources. Not everything is money. Time, emotional investment, trust, intimacy. These are all things we invest in our relationships. And if you're investing in a bad relationship, don't accept it. If you're investing in a bad career, don't accept it. If somebody approaches you on the street out of nowhere and they're just pouring a bunch of stuff on you that you don't want, don't accept it. If you buy something and it shows up at your door and it's crap, don't accept it. If your car's not working, don't accept that. Don't drive around town with bad brakes. You're going to get yourself killed to death, right? Fix the brakes, replace the brakes, or hell, get rid of the whole damn car and buy yourself a new one. Whatever it is in your life, something that I talked to my wife about, and this is kind of a personal thing. We live in Bolivia. That's the country we live in. I'm not from here. My wife is. But I see that the poorest, most unsuccessful people in this country are some of the most religious. And they make sacrifices to whatever their gods are. I don't know anything about it. And they have all these superstitions, like they buy these little porcelain frogs. And these little porcelain frogs are supposed to make them rich and bring them money. And you see people, these little old ladies walking around on the street with this box of porcelain frogs, and you look at her and I tell you what, she doesn't have $1 to her name in this whole world. And here she is selling you something that's supposed to make you rich. And she's got a whole box full of these things. Are you fucking kidding me right now? Like, seriously. These things make you rich, and you've got a whole box full of them, more than the average person's ever going to have. Where's all your money? You got to have your bank account overflowing by now. And you ain't got nothing. You ain't even got half the teeth that you're supposed to have in your mouth. Well, where's all the money these things are supposed to bring you? And these people, making all these sacrifices on their businesses, and they light firecrackers in their windows and pour beer on the sidewalk. I tell you what, they've got some crazy religious rites and rituals. I don't understand them, okay? But here's the thing. You're making all these sacrifices to whatever gods or spirits you think are listening to you. And obviously, they either don't exist or they abandoned your ass a long time ago because, look, your business sucks, your car sucks, your family sucks, your clothes are all, they suck. Everything you've got going on in life sucks. Don't accept it. Your gods or your spirits or whatever it is you're praying to and worshiping, they're not doing the job you hired them for. So fix them or replace them. I don't know which, but You've got options in this world. Hell, even in the spiritual world, there are options. If you've got something that isn't working for you the way it's supposed to, it isn't meeting your needs, you're not getting your investment back from it. Do you see where I'm going with this? Don't accept it. Fix it or replace it. If you're not happy in your life, it's your damn fault because you accept your life. Whatever things in your life that are dragging you down and making you unhappy and making things difficult and standing in your way, they are your fault because you have accepted your life. You have accepted those obstacles. You have accepted those people who are holding you back. Whatever it is, don't accept it anymore. Either fix it or replace it. Hey, that's it. That's what I've got for you today. You get what you accept. Take responsibility for your life because you've accepted it. And if you don't like something in it, fix it or replace it. Take this to heart. It'll make you a better, happier person. It'll enable you to succeed much more than would somebody who doesn't get this, okay? If you like what I'm doing, subscribe, keep watching, get those updates automatically every time I turn out something new, which is most days of the week, because I'm just here trying to make you a better, happier person. I'm really just here trying to brain dump what I've learned in my 46 years walking this earth so that maybe some of it will benefit you as well. Subscribe, click the like button on your way out. It's going to help other people find this stuff and maybe some of this will benefit them as well. Thank you so much for watching. I do hope this makes your life a little bit better, hopefully a lot better. Take care. Thanks again, and I'll see you. Cheers.